again, it's on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installation of Opinion Nation with an esteemed panel, as you can see. Motherfuckers is in spaceships and in brothels. You see all over the globe we are at the moment. How's everyone doing?
We're good. I'm good.
Yeah, you good, son?
As long as I'm on this side of 6 feet, I guess I'm all right.
Yeah, it is. That's the way to look at it. How's that drink, Al? How's that drink? It looks like it's tart. Right. It looks a little tart.
Yeah, it don't taste right. I don't know.
Oh,
what is that?
Well, hello, Jamila. How art thou?
Hello, darlings.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Just in time. All right, look, we're gonna get started.
Just in time.
All right. Let's just get right to it. I've got a pending question. All right. I'm going to go to the men and the women, but I'm going to go to the men first. Gentlemen.
Racist.
Let's start with Hassan. Hassan.
What? Okay.
Which do you prefer? A modern woman or a traditional woman?
Damn. Is there a difference? Oh, wait. I would say
we don't know your definitions yet. We can move on.
So I say,
have you learned your ABCs yet?
Of course. I say a traditional mixed with modern. You know, in some phase, but traditional. Okay, I would say traditional.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's not have a quickie.
Okay.
Why traditional? What is it about a traditional woman that you like over a modern woman? What you mean? Working 9 to 5? What you mean?
Tom, you such an instigator.
I know.
He is an instigator.
Bro.
Wait a minute now. People talking out of turn. There's terms to this thing. Like people. Wait a minute. Let's have order. Wait a minute. In the name of Kevin Samuel.
Uh-oh.
You understand me? The blessed, the ancestor. Yeah. He in here. He in here.
But the
spirit of Kevin, you
got him. Now the spirit of Kevin is in the building. Hassan, why?
Yes, but see that.
For what reason do you like a traditional woman?
That's why I said I would like a traditional woman mixed with a modern woman, because a woman who works, that is fine if she wants to do that. I like that too. Especially living in California, you kind of need a dual income at some places. But when I say modern, is they also know the divine masculine, the divine feminine. They know how things are supposed to match together. Not somebody being over. I would say not a woman being more masculine and stuff and having control. Because there's supposed to be a divine masculine, divine feminine, where people are equal and they both need each other to balance the relationship. That's more of the traditional way.
Very safe, very, very safe. Very. You say traditional, yet you out here in these streets. Just you can't trust it. What public ladies say? Can't trust it. Penis niggas.
Go, man.
Now I know you're a married man, but let's just go to a fantasy realm for a second. Doodly doo. And you're just out here in these streets. You looking for something. Do you prefer a traditional type of female, or are you out here? Are you modern? Are you out here?
I can't go with the modern. I mean, when you look at what they fill their heads with,
whoa! What you mean? Yo, you got people scratching their head. Valerie in her car, twitching around. Valerie's in the car, moving around like this.
Yeah, I'm listening.
The thing is,
like, bro, what you mean?
I was raised a male, and that's the only thing I can be. So I get too many times when I see women, some modern women basically want a baby that they can make love to or have sex with, unfortunately.
Oh.
They don't want a man. They want a little boy. They want
a toy.
I've seen that.
Things in his right circumstances is okay, but like I said, I was raised a male and I can only be a man. I can only say and think a certain way. So
okay.
When I say I prefer almost stealing from her son's traditional with modern touches. You do need that other half. You don't have to be in Cali that need that other income.
Yeah. You're right.
So yeah, I mean, it's great if you got the means where you can have the old walk through the door, she hand you slippers, blah 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 blah. But you know, I like to get out there and put the grill out there and cook for my wife. So
right.
I don't call myself a grill master for nothing. I can't be a grill master if she doing all the cooking.
So, you can.
It's like metaphoric. Okay. All right. Let's go to one of the esteemed women on the panel this evening.
That's funny.
Miss Camilla Starwell. Miss Camilla Starwell. Let's ask you, are you a modern or traditional woman?
I'm a woman that lives in modern times, so I'm aware of, you know what I'm saying, of what it takes to be, you know, in this, right? Like, I don't know what they're saying as a modern woman. I don't think that would be. I think that the definition is debatable. I do think that if we gonna all use the same definition of a modern woman, then I'm definitely not that, and I'm definitely not trying, and I definitely don't support that. It's all bad, not dope, right? But at the same time, I consider myself a traditional woman. I'm from Dallas. I'm from the South. You know, I'm traditional. Certain things are like a man's realm or a men's area, and some things are women's things. I do believe that, you know, but I guess I'm traditional. I just gave, you know, like a man give his woman money or whatever to go do the things and to go shopping and stuff like that. Because he was talking about having a counterpart financially, like working, because we live in California. So, I mean, I'm in a relationship with a woman though, and I guess in the relationship, I would be the man, and I tend to be traditional because I just gave her the money to go to the store while I lay in the bed and talk to you before I go to work.
You already have roughly You just gave us a whole about being a traditional woman, and then you just hit us with.
Because it's opinion nation. You can make your opinion however you want to make about it. I just am what I am.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am.
I am what I am.
Jonas Steele. Please open your mic up, sir. Yes.
How
are you, bro? How are you?
You hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll keep talking then. Listen here, man. Which do you prefer? A modern woman or a traditional woman?
Wait, what's the question?
Oh, let's see. Now, what grade did you go to in elementary school?
What grade did I go to?
Yeah, which one did you get to ultimately in elementary school?
I graduated, bro.
Okay, cool. The question is, do you prefer a traditional woman or a modern woman? Go.
I prefer a woman.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that, G.
Okay.
I prefer a woman.
Let me ask you a question, just for hits and giggles.
What's in the background? We can barely
What's the
hear.
background noise?
Yeah, I can't hear.
Who's playing like Sega?
There we
Oh, but of course, really, Hassan? Are you okay, Chris?
You.
If a woman came from another planet, are you saying that you would inseminate this woman because you just like women? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, you asked what would I prefer?
And you didn't answer my question. You gave me another. So I'm asking you because you said I like women. Oh, okay. Any kind of woman, yeah.
I like women. It's just simple as that. Now,
Miss Valerie, I can't. I'm not going to do it.
thank you.
Miss Valerie, are you a traditional or modern woman?
I think I'm a mix.
No.
I'm a mix of both.
You got Indian in your family?
But when I say that because I am from the old school. I'm an older woman, like I'm grown, and there are certain things that I believe the man is supposed to do and the woman is supposed to do. Like you know, like you said, a balance. At the same time, there are, you know, you age and times change and you acclimate, right? So yeah, there's certain things that women do of this day and age, and some of the things that they do, I embody that, and some of it I don't.
Now, was your decision that you were traditional or modern? Which one?
I said both. I'm a little bit of both.
Oh.
Yeah,
Are we doing that? Are we doing both?
I mean, I'm just
if
saying.
you're traditional, can you be modern? Like, isn't it either
Yeah, you
traditional or
absolutely
you're
can
modern?
be both. You can be both.
So
It's a spectrum.
So we can just
There it is.
be everything all the time. Is what we're saying. There's no.
I mean, we're all human, right? And everybody has certain qualities, and not everything is so cookie cutter. Oh, I'm all the way traditional, and I'm all the way modern. It's, you know, there can be a balance of that too.
I guess I'm just pushing back on the definition because ultimately, if you're traditional, you're not modern. Like it ain't no. I'm a little.
I
bit
mean, it depends on your
modern.
definition.
Right, exactly.
I'm not riding around in a stagecoach, you know, nursing the masses babies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Traditional depends on which tradition you're talking about. How far back?
Right.
I definitely wasn't talking about that tradition.
Well, I'm just saying.
God, what?
I mean, it's like even working would be going against traditional woman, but tradition for when? Tradition for what time?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like, doesn't modern become traditional eventually?
Exactly.
Say that at one point.
I guess
Yeah.
everybody thinks they're being really clever right now. Everybody, oh yeah, I'm
yes,
doing it.
Yeah,
That's what y'all think?
Like eventually, you know what I'm saying? Modern becomes
Brother Chester, can you unmute yourself and do me a favor?
You
indulge.
Oh, my man, what up?
Brother,
what's up, Dick?
Speaking out of turn, brother.
It is what it is, G.
You can mute yourself, brother.
I didn't get the rule thing that said we could.
No, there's order. There is order. There shall be order. Oh,
I didn't get the memo, Dom, about that. We could.
Memos are given. Memos are given. I mean, you get it. They fly by. There's a memo. Memo just flew by. It's behind your dreads. The memo is behind your dreads.
These are locks, my friend. Nothing dreadful about this hair.
I cannot.
Everybody's real clever. Oh, and clapping? Brother Davis. Now I know you're a married man. Okay, happily, we understand. But listen, in your day, did you prefer a traditional woman or a modern woman? Be careful.
I ain't gotta be careful, brother. I can answer the question straight up. So I prefer a well-rounded woman.
Oh.
I prefer a well-rounded woman. Meaning, well, first, just like they say, it all depends on what your idea of traditional is and modern is. That's one. But if you're going to ask me, since we're on opinion and you're opinionated, my opinion is I want a well-rounded woman. That's what I like. Somebody who, okay, like for instance, my wife, she was raised by like what some people would consider a traditional wife. But then her mother was a little more moderate in between that. So she was like a mix between her grandmother and her mom. And so I like a well-rounded person. Like, you know, we can't be, I'm not a traditional guy. I'm like in between that. I was raised in tradition, but I was born in modern times. So I wanted somebody just like me. Does that answer your question?
I mean, listen, the answers, there's no wrong answer.
Got you. I'm just saying, I'm with you.
I'm getting to know everyone. You understand me?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I used to change your diapers in this lifetime, this very lifetime, but I'm still getting to know you, young man.
Well, guess what? How about this? That was traditional. Now you ain't changing my diapers.
Yeah, exactly. I would.
I'm
not into it today. You know what I mean? That's a tradition.
I won't let you either. Don't worry. I won't let you. Don't worry about it. No, but I wanted a well-rounded person. That's what I wanted.
Okay. So all y'all some modern ass mofo. The closest one, Kenny said he traditional and he was believable. Everybody modern, city girls and city boys. City boys.
But in this world, you gotta flow with. You gotta be fluid in a way. You can't be rock bottom. You can't be, I'm only gonna be this way. Can you be stuck in the Ward Cleaver, wife stay home, serve the man?
Nothing wrong with that though. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, all right.
If that's what your lady want to do, or if that's what you want her to do.
How far does that go though? I'm just curious. Within the household, and I know we have different households, of course. Right. But within that dynamic, you know, I don't know, like how far does that go? Like, are there man and woman roles, or is it's like basketball these days where there's just no positionless relationships? Talk about positionless relationships. Some of you had dirty minds. See, don't do that. That's not what I'm doing. Positionless relationships. Is that what we're doing? No one. There's not really a man and a woman role. We all just like we fluid. This is some role.
No.
This is what I just heard. I just heard this from a host of different types.
No,
you're listening viewers, for the viewing folk. There's a host of different types of melanated folk in the room today. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. All these folks are from all four corners of the universe, but they all are fluid with it. I mean, everybody. Okay.
Yeah, but what do you consider fluid? You talked of changing someone's diaper. I mean, there was a time when men was like,
that's my little cousin. You probably remember him. He was a tyke when we were preteens.
What I'm saying is,
I'm sorry, you cutting that man off.
I would never do that.
But go ahead, because he was cutting you off.
I'm sorry, my producer is just letting me know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is, you can't be, or most people aren't stuck in one era. You have to grow. Now.
So traditions change is what you're saying. Traditions change.
Traditions do.
So the new tradition is your grandmama is 37. She got a proper weave, a BBL. New tradition. New tradition. For new traditions. What am I saying? Where am I lying? Am I lying about something?
Here's the funny thing about that. We're going back to that now. It was a time when 37, 40 was kind of considered old. So by the time a woman was 40,
people weren't living to be about 40 years old. But yeah.
So yeah. So at one point, a 40-year-old woman was probably a grandma or was a grandmother, and then it went away from that, and now it fortunately moved back to that.
Okay,
Yes.
I got more. In the news lately, there's been a lot of interesting things, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't what I'm about to show you. This isn't something I mocked up. I didn't. This is from the news. Now, I've been on the planet 52 times around the sun. Next week, it'll be 53 times around what y'all call the sun. In my time here, never have I ever heard Dan Rather, Don Lemon, Strawberry Cupcake, whomever. I never heard nobody talk about the U.S. government just shot down a UFO. Since when did they do that? I mean, this is in the news. Do you guys watch the news, or is it just me?
I do not.
You do not watch the news.
Mm-mm.
There's an article that came out on the 9th of March. Pentagon UFO chief says alien mothership in our solar system possible. The Pentagon is where the Western colonizers, that's where their military is. And so there's a report coming out of there. There's a possibility that extraterrestrial motherships and smaller probes may be visiting planets in our solar system. The head of the Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Research Office noted in a report draft shared Tuesday. Okay, so is it? That's just cartoons? Like what? That ain't nothing to talk about? Everybody good? Okay, cool. Everybody good? Everybody seems good. Like,
I mean, I got other
my
shit to worry
opinion of it.
about.
Other
Wait
shit
a
to worry
minute.
about.
No, we
Did
not-
she just say that?
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
What
And here
the
we go. Let's
hell?
go. Let's go right now. What you mean? You got other things to worry about when there's a mothership in the sky? What
Am I gonna
worried
do about? What am I gonna do about that mothership being in the sky? What is me worrying about that mothership gonna do for that mothership?
Well, maybe if it's in the sky, we might want to figure out now, do they like chicken or do they like Hassan?
Why would I worry about that? Why would I worry about what the alien like? I don't even know that alien. The alien don't have shit to do with me. And if they civilization is smart enough to have brought some shit flying over our civilization, we're the ones that's late. What are we gonna worry for? We're not flying over that shit. Worry for what? I need to build up the shit that I can do right here until they do whatever it is that they do. But you can worry about it.
This is a level of gangster Star
I
Trek
mean-
I wasn't expecting.
Do
This
you
is
worry
what-
about it, or do you, like she said, you already know if they're in our solar system, they're definitely more intelligent. They've already put the pieces together to transverse a lot more distance than we've ever thought about. So they're definitely more intelligent.
We can't
Our
even go
sun is-
out of our own atmosphere.
Yeah, they figured out.
So if they figure that out, they're
Hold
definitely.
that
So should we start worrying about
Wait
that?
a
Let's all make
minute.
spacesuits.
I
Wait
don't
a
think our
minute.
Pentagon should be the first contact to make, because their thought is, how can I dominate whoever's coming? That's the
Dang.
first thing. As you say, the colonizers, their first thought is, how can I dominate or now become your leader? Clearly would be dealing with someone that's more intelligent than you.
Let me ask our resident alien
I don't.
to get her thoughts on the whole matter. Valerie, what do you have to say about your peoples up in the sky and them just flying around, getting probes, dropping probes off, picking probes up? What do you got to say about that? And what has your contact with them been like?
First of all, I don't want any contact with them. And I am like, what's the sister's name? I'm pretty much like her. I don't pay that much attention to the news. I don't like to start my day off with all that negativity. So I, get information on it as to need to know basis type thing.
Well, he
As
knows
far
the
as all
mothership
of
in the
that is
sky.
concerned, I mean, I feel like the government's been knowing a whole lot of stuff that's been going on. They know that there's UFOs and extraterrestrial. And matter of fact, I was watching something on Unsolved Mysteries in a part of Michigan where they saw UFOs and certain lights and the shape of the whatever it was, the object was that of a UFO. You know, this stuff has been going on for centuries. So, I mean, my thing is it going to affect my living on this earth right now? You know, or is it going to affect the way I live before I die? If not, there's nothing I can do about the shit.
It might.
You know what I know? I just realized something.
Hmm.
The aliens, they already know Jamila and Valerie. And the aliens is like, do you hear these motherfuckers? Do you know that we can vaporize these motherfuckers? Do you hear these arrogant ants? Like, they aren't fucking with us because we are a TV show for these motherfuckers. Like, seriously.
Yeah, they're gonna think the arrogant ants are the people, the humans that think they can do something about it.
Let me calm down and go to a pious man.
Yeah.
Let me get my spirit in order. Listen, Chester B. Davis.
They taking me and Val with them. They're gonna be like, y'all good. Fuck the rest of this. We about to destroy this motherfucker, but y'all can come with us.
We're safe, right? We're part of the team.
We're gonna need a replenishing. We're gonna replenish Earth for y'all. You're welcome.
Yeah, no, yeah. We got all y'all.
Oh, so with the alien children, do y'all hear this? Do y'all men hear
No,
this?
they're gonna save us some sex.
Y'all gonna replenish our planet with alien babies? Is what
y'all right.
Do you see this modern woman? Do you see this modern woman?
You see how you making up stuff?
Now you know that you know that aliens is niggas. You know, it's all good.
Let me just say this.
You know.
Let me say this before I go to the deacon. Hey, if that mothership was full of Kenny looking motherfuckers coming down here to wreck, let me explain something to y'all. Like, black people would be in the streets. Black people would be like, you saying black people would be rioting, and black people would be all over the world talking about our people here.
Yeah, it turned on him so quick.
Chester B. Davis. What is the implications? Listen, I know that you're a biblical man, you're a pious man. You know, there's a couple heathens in here. I ain't gonna say who. There's a couple heathens.
They don't know who they are
in this room right now. But I'm not gonna
call me Wonder. They call me Easy Wonder.
My bad. I didn't know you could hear me, y'all. My bad. I didn't know you had chimed in yet. My bad. I was talking about Yamini. But my bad though. Chester, what would be the implications spiritually, religiously, if there was a mothership of some other civilization in our skies? I mean, talk to me. Come on.
So, since the question is the answer, I have a question for my answer.
Mm-hmm.
Since the question is the answer, how about they didn't just appear? Maybe they were called down.
I had last week and then just disappeared. What's the question? I'm sorry. Can you repeat?
Maybe they didn't just appear.
Yeah.
Maybe they were called down, like in communication.
Who's calling? Who got the number?
One boy in Vegas definitely got him, and they showed him
all day, right?
Listen, dude in Vegas.
Maybe they were called down. Listen, you gotta realize we got all this intelligence, all this thing happening. You know what I'm saying? All this technology, and maybe they were called down. Since the question is the answer.
Look, regardless of the technology that we're building, let's talk about the technology within us that we already got to communicate.
That's true.
Because that's all they're doing is replicating what we have within us.
Okay, first of all, the gentleman off camera just speaking is Yamin All World.
It's all good.
To bring you up to speed, Mr. All World.
I'm the cousin of Alexis.
Yes, the Ebonic cousin of Alexa. He said Alexis. Anyway, check this out. We just
Alexis.
read an article. Yeah, we just read an article about the Pentagon UFO chief saying that an alien mothership is in our solar system. We just read an article about that. What is your take on an alien mothership possibly being in our solar system right now?
That ain't new.
Right. Right.
And what is a solar system? First
That's
of all,
exactly what I said.
let's start with that part.
It
Is
ain't
that
new.
within your soul
Wow.
a system? Isn't it funny how they kind of sound?
So
the
the
same?
alien is already in your system, is what you're saying? The COVID is you saying that the vid that's in your system? Is that what you're saying? That's your solar system? Is that what you're saying? That the alien is in your system?
Hey, they always put it right in front of your face, Brahim. You know what I mean? They'll call things what it is, and then they'll misspell it, or we don't
Chris,
know these
Chris,
new spellings.
Chris, which would you prefer? Would you prefer the vid up in your system, not even the vid, the inoculation up in you, or a mothership up in the sky? Which would you prefer? Right now? to have that up in you, or for something to be up in the sky? Which one would you prefer?
I don't want anything in me.
Wow.
I'm all right.
No homo.
I'm cool on that, cause
I get in ya.
Yeah, Keith Murray. You know what I'm saying? word peace to Keith Murray, cause I'm coolly high on that, yo. Listen, man, I take something in the sky than something in me.
Okay.
Any day.
Okay. Let me ask one of the ladies, because the ladies seem to be about. Hey, these ladies said that they would have alien babies and see them on this planet, and we would have to be here with Jamila's alien babies, bro. Jamila is all.
Let them have them. Let them have them. Do your thing.
Yo,
listen,
Who said there was an alien? I said there's gonna be a sexy ass black man I will be procreating with. So Dom is on the weird alien porn thing, not me.
I didn't hear that part. I heard a different narrative.
That's all about that AP.
I heard you and Valerie were going to get together with aliens having their babies.
But on a serious note, my friends, if they've said something to the Pentagon, do y'all think they told us about it as soon as the memo came down to inform the people?
But of course not.
Nah.
No.
If they knew
Absolutely
if we found out about it, then they got the memo 5 years ago.
No,
Okay.
20 years ago. At least
20 years
At
ago.
least. At least. So to even have the conversation, that's what they do. They put it in the news so that we can worry about it. This is a fear-based system. Why do we need to know about the lady who got robbed in Montana so we can be scared of somebody robbing us? Why do we need to be afraid about all the fucked up shit that's happening so we can be afraid of fucked up shit happening to us? I'm not gonna fear anything. If it's in the sky or if it's wherever, it's not my business to fear it.
Oh, I like it.
Preach.
First of all, when they do come down here, I'm sending Jamila. Jamila, go talk to them aliens real quick.
That
you see what happened when John Morant start wilding out, yo?
Is that really wilding out? Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
You know how many white people pose guns? You know how many white people pose guns out and about?
All that stuff is stupid about him as a basketball player. It's all control.
Oh, stop the presses. Wait a minute.
What's up?
How did we cross over from the mother
I don't to some yes, you're right.
How did that?
It's
all distractions. All of it. I'm not gonna even tell y'all they just let Ezekiel Elliott go from the Cowboys because it's all distractions.
Do you feel away?
As a certified Cowboy.
You feel away. Don't say nothing. I saw the ticker tape. It just came across. He's gone.
Please don't say that. As a Cowboys fan, please don't say that.
You don't know Kenny? Oh, that's right. Kenny's been a Cowboys fan. Kenny's been a Cowboys fan since you were 10 years old.
Of course I know.
Listen, man.
It's a real shit, man.
It's a joyous day.
We're still going to the Super Bowl next year.
The aliens will be here first.
Cowboys fans are like 49ers fans, because
it's in the handbook, bro. It's in the handbook. You have to believe the team.
Let's not even talk about this Philadelphian who's a Seahawks fan, this is all types of like not right and inappropriate. Let's not even talk about that. But the one right there, he's an inappropriate type. He's a weirdo.
Yeah, I know this one dude who came back to Philly, was a Lakers fan, and then became a Cleveland fan, and then became a Golden State fan.
Yeah, you ain't talking about nobody.
Like,
anybody ever been no Cleveland?
Like you know what I mean?
Okay,
that sound like your boy fan.
Moving on.
Yeah, it's the moderator. You know what I'm saying?
And let's moderate. I have another question for the panel. Chester B. Davis, synthetic or natural hair? Go.
It don't matter.
We're gonna solve the universe. We're gonna fix the whole universe tonight. Oh, y'all got it. Oh,
yeah. I mean, we can go. I mean, obviously, anybody would want people to have natural hair, but whatever makes you feel good.
What you mean?
Whatever makes you confident. Let me finish. Listen, whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you confident, go with it. That's how I feel. Go with it. I don't have time to worry about what somebody else's hair is. I'm still trying to get I'm trying to keep mine together.
I was going to say, that's because you are hair challenged at this point. I understand the hair challenged community.
Hey.
I understand.
Wait a minute. So obviously you can care less about anybody's hair because you don't keep your own.
Well,
so why would I care about somebody else?
No, I'll go. I'll chime in. Guess what? Don't you come around me with your knee in your head.
What you mean?
What you mean? What you mean? What do I mean? In the name of an afro, I was born in what y'all call 1970. There were halos everywhere. The Asian folks.
That was the tradition of the time.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I'm a traditional.
But guess what? I mean,
I'm a traditional weirdo.
Who cares? Who cares, man? I could care less. I mean, whatever makes you feel good.
You might as well worry about the aliens in the sky if you're gonna worry about all the girls with the weaves.
What I'm hoping, Miss Miller, is that the female aliens got their own locks. You understand me? They come down here, they got 3 butts. They got 3
Why
butts.
you worried about how many butts they got? You procreating with
because
them?
I'm gonna be hanging out with them. You understand me? They got their own hairs.
Oh, so it's gonna be you, me, and Val and the aliens.
And 3 butts. Green locks and 3 butts, and I'm with them. I'm gonna walk down the street. They're gonna be standing around with their 3 butts. Y'all gonna be like, he just like them because they got 3 butts. I'm like, yup, I'm gonna keep walking with them.
Let me ask you a question. Since he was born in the 70s, it was peace, bro. Grandma and them had wigs on, so who yet?
Well, first of all, you weren't born yet, so just calm down.
Ignorant.
You weren't there. Come on, what are you talking about?
Let's talk about it. What?
You weren't. Well, yeah, let's talk about it. Let me tell you about it. Youngin, let me tell you about it. Let me tell you about it.
Okay.
That's real ignorant.
Asian people had afros.
They had them. You were still racist.
Asian people had afros.
Right, they had them.
Redhead whites had afros. You understand me? Our culture had.
All right, bro. All right. Okay.
No,
hip hop has done. We did in the 70s with.
Man, it was out. Like, get out of here, man. Like, come on, man.
I need you to stay in the.
I'm not worried about this.
We ain't at the 80s yet. We're not there yet. When we get there,
we are talking about the 70s, and 100% of black people did not have afros.
Deacon, you can take a little nap.
Absolutely, I know that.
100. Okay. If 100% of people had afros in the 70s, I know one. My Aunt Daisy. My Aunt Daisy said she ain't never taken her wig off. She got married. She said her husband ain't never seen her with that wig off, and he ain't never gonna see her with a wig off. She put her headscarf on top of her wig at night.
What?
I'm like, what? You put your bonnet on your wig? She 94 now. Okay, she been wearing this wig since long before.
I'm gonna leave Auntie alone. I'm not.
No, that's ignorant.
I'm saying that if it ain't 100%, there's always Aunt Daisy.
Listen, man, you gave Foxy Brown Pam Grid at work, right? It wasn't nothing but wigs back then, cuz.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Really? I love the anarchy of 80s babies talking about the 70s. There's
Who
a
was your
certain
sex
level of
symbol?
arrogance.
Who was
in
your
that.
sex
men,
symbol in
There's
the
a certain
70s?
level of just like,
even
what?
men were wearing wigs, though. Even men were wearing wigs. Men are the first ones to wear wigs, first of all.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit ain't
Yeah.
nothing.
And
on.
high heels.
Come
High
on.
heels were made
And
for
then
them to
And
be able
heels.
to ride on
Harvey
a
had a
horse.
wig. Steve
Come on,
Harvey was
Dom.
wearing a fake beard and a fake toupee
Head.
or whatever, a flat
Yep.
top fade, whatever. He was
For some
wearing that
reason,
shit
this
was
is
fake.
not going the way I was expecting it to go.
When it,
Hey.
But
look,
hey,
All right,
hey,
well, listen,
hey.
now we
men
here.
created accessories, period.
But
Yamin, do you prefer synthetic or natural hair?
All natural, bro.
Why?
I don't even like synthetic nails. I don't like nothing fake. I don't like fake eyelashes. I don't like none of that shit.
But you
Thumb
so wait,
catchers.
so okay, so would you prefer a modern woman or a traditional woman? Let's see if your shit match up. Let's see.
Well, I prefer a natural woman. I don't give a fuck if
Ah.
she's modern or traditional.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, what you all have displayed is that you have the ingenuity to rearrange the question.
How about
You're
I
not
answer the
answering
question?
anything. Like,
How about
I
how about
commend you all for your dastardly prowess. You understand me? All of you would pass in a Scooby-Doo school of
Raggy,
actors.
raggy,
Right. But
ruh-roh.
at the end of the day, the question is, Hassan, do you prefer natural or synthetic hair?
I prefer natural hair. Okay.
Why?
And
Why?
because okay, let's break it down on a spiritual level.
Uh-oh.
Women wearing that hair around their root, their crown chakra.
Uh-oh.
You're not supposed to do that. Okay, having that fake hair in your chakra.
Well, what's wrong with doing that? What's going to happen if I wear fake hair around my root chakra?
Well, you can't do that on your root chakra.
Man, I wouldn't put it around my root chakra now.
You're gonna mess up your chakra con.
But you can't.
Really be every woman, cuz.
That's funny.
You really be every woman doing that.
There shall be order. We have to have order. This is what's wrong with our community. This is what's wrong with our community. We have to have order, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's Yamin, cuz.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That was
there's
funny.
always one in the class.
I love
you know, the
I'm
guy's
here for
rocking
it.
on the back of his chair, chewing gum.
Nigga said your
You
chakra
understand me?
con.
Talking to the girl in the back of the this is this.
You see my glasses?
Hassan.
What? That was funny though. That was funny.
Thank you, son.
But listen, women wearing that fake hair on their crown chakra, it doesn't develop and stuff. It fucks them up. You're not supposed to do that. You know. So
Not only that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was gonna say not only that. There was a time where I used to wear weaves, and I remember buying this human hair, and I sewed it into my natural hair, and all of a sudden my scalp started to break out.
Sewed it in. Sewed it into my natural hair.
Yeah, you sew it. You braid your hair. Okay, black women, we braid our hair down, and then we sew the weave into the braid.
Then we sew someone else's hair into our head.
Yes, absolutely. That's how we go.
Let's say that. Let's say it.
That's what it is. So, anyways, the point being,
that's how we're gonna break the spell. Like,
Tom, I thought you just mentioned something about interrupting people. Shut the shit.
The bottom line is that my scalp started to break out, and it started having this really weird smell stuff. Like I had all this seepage of some kind of like I don't know what happened, but I got blistered, and I realized like whatever hair this was came from someone that maybe had negative energy or whatever, but it was literally affecting me, my scalp, my mind, everything. It just like really messed me. And that's from that point forward, I realized like I don't need to be putting this shit in my hair because you don't know where that hair came from. and what person it was on.
We know where it comes from. India, Pakistan, Asia.
No, it comes from other places now. Times have changed.
North Philly, South Philly,
Compton. Yeah.
He said Compton.
You never got a Compton wheat piece?
Has to be Davis.
Can I ask a question?
Or natural?
Who you ask?
Chester, synthetic or natural?
Yo, you asked me that already.
Oh.
Say it again.
Am I losing my okay? Kenny, synthetic or natural hair?
Everything is more than just what you said, because I have a wife with locks.
So you know
and
the
it's
right
funny.
answer. You know the right answer then. What you mean? You better know.
So my wife has locks, but I think is it up to men to say what she should have? And it's more why she has natural hair or synthetic.
He asked you what you like, though.
Bong.
Not what they like. He was like, what do you like?
Because before you met your wife, you had a preference. So, you know, I'm talking about pre-meeting your lady of your life.
Pre-meeting my wife, as a man, it didn't matter. It was more about
savage.
When I say that, listen, when I say that, it was why she had natural hair or not. If it was about her hair looking like a white woman's hair,
what?
Then I would prefer a woman that had natural hair that preferred her natural state. So a lot of women want blonde hair, wigs, and things like that, or some did. So it was more of why you had that in your hair. What was your reasoning for putting it in your hair?
Jamila, is that a dread weave you have on? Is that did you sew that in?
A dread?
Is that sewn in? You got to unmute yourself real quick though. But did you sew that in? Is that a sew-in dread situation? It looks nice. You sure? That don't look like you just grew that yourself.
Jamil, tell him again. It's locks.
Oh, that's one of them good sew-ins. I see that. That's one of them sew-ins. Because you're a modern woman. Oh, so you're gonna keep the sound off. That's what you pantomiming? Oh, I see what you're doing, a little Charlie Chaplin type of thing, a little Jamila Chaplin. Okay. Chris, you're all punishment now too. You can unmute yourself, brother. Synthetic or natural? Now watch yourself, because a few of y'all cats live with women. I know you can't really speak your mind.
You can lie. You better be real to yourself, damn it. Shit.
You can do a sign if you're in danger. Y'all men that live with women, y'all can do a sign. Chess, you could. I understand. I know that Keisha will tear you limb from limb. I understand. So if you need help, just do a sign. Okay.
I'm good, Doc. I run mine. Good. All right.
Chris, synthetic or natural hair?
What do I prefer?
Oh man, what are we doing here? That's like when somebody say, "Hey, check this out." You talking to me? Who else am I talking?
You done? Thank you.
Are you done or are you finished?
I'm gonna wait.
I mean,
there we go. There we go. All right. So now that nigga quiet. So what do I prefer? Honestly, I prefer whatever she feel comfortable with. Me, I don't care what you're wearing. If you bald headed, if we can rock, we can rock. You know what I mean? If you feel like you want to, throw on an afro one day, throw it on.
Throw on an afro.
Yeah.
Throw it on.
You want to throw on an afro one day?
This is what's wrong with our community, man. You grow an afro. If you don't take the time to grow,
and if she can't grow the afro, then what?
She don't have one.
Then she don't have one. There's another style. If she can get a
mohawk. And if she say, "Yo, I want to put this on," though, you know what I'm saying? Then she put it on, and we can still.
Oh, so the woman runs your house. Oh, were you one of the modern cats? The woman runs your house. Is that
what that man wear his kilt?
Oh yeah. Okay, so you got to kill. Now, what color kilt did you wear last Saturday? Was it a? Because that was like actually the solstice is coming up. What kind of kilt are you gonna wear next Tuesday for the solstice? It's like that's kilt behavior. That is kilt behavior. I'm here to tell you. I love you, brother. But I'm here to tell you like it is. This is opinionation. My opinion is, hey, that kilt. Do you wear anything under the kilt, or you just you just free underneath the kilt? You just free.
Even crazier part about that is if I was wearing a kilt, why you worried about what's under there? You know what I'm saying? That's really the crazy.
I don't mean none of that. Also,
the thing about
Yamin is noted for saying, these are noted.
The thing about
Kenny was cool. Kenny was cool with everything.
Yeah, man.
Chess, you a little animated too down there, brother. You a little animated. I mean, you know, we cool. I love you, but you are a little animated. Just, you know.
Hey, killed that. You've been animated the whole time. We've been on the phone.
The whole time.
The whole time. So I got
the whole time.
Respect your elders. Respect your elders.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
That's all I'm saying to young people. You understand me?
Niggas, man, tell you, niggas is wow, guys.
I got more. I got at least one more, and then we'll get out.
Nah. What you prefer?
What you mean?
Let me say something to you. Don't leave any female member of your family above 27 anywhere near me.
I'm not worried about none of that. I'm not worried about none of that.
From your great grandmother, she'll love it. I promise you. Your great grandmother will love it.
Great grandma.
It'll get on your nerves.
Great grandma passed. I ain't worried about none of that.
Understand me?
My question was, what do you prefer?
Listen, when it comes to women, bro, I will cede the universe. What's wrong with y'all?
No,
you understand me?
No,
I will cede the universe.
We talk about natural hair, synthetic hair. Natural hair, synthetic, nigga.
It's simple.
Y'all ladies don't.
Not what you're smashed.
Excuse me.
Hold on, D. You can't say most dudes are smashed, whether you got natural or synthetic. He asked you what
in the dark, so I don't even give a fuck what you got when it come to that.
You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. The implications of that. Wait a minute. The implications of that. This nigga said, I smashed in the dark, so it don't matter.
Man.
Hey, who in that room?
Dom.
You can keep beating around the bush, but you ain't answering the question, my G.
Listen, I do prefer
answer the question, Dom.
I prefer traditional nappy headed. Like the first woman that I actually the most attractive to me is a nappy headed, dark skinned, melanated woman. Like that's curvy. Like that's my cup of tea. Now I will every woman in the universe, but my first love is that nappy hair which conducts electricity. That nappy hair which creates a halo. The only hair on planet Earth. Hear me, please. The only hair on planet Earth that stands on its own, that reaches out to the sun instead of runs away from it. It's the only hair. It can't be disputed. It's the undisputed. You understand me? Like, if you don't like me because I'm brown, then I love it. Don't like me because I can make a halo. You understand that? Like, don't like me because I can make dreads. Because I'm something different. You're right. You're right. Like, they different. You're right. I didn't make us this way, but we favored by the sun. That is what it is, somebody once said. Huh?
That part.
We are that. And so while we are all children of the stars, no doubt, some of us have special abilities. Like, shit. Hey, some people can, run faster, jump higher, speak more eloquently, yeah. All of us have different gifts. We're all X-Men and X-women. But when it comes down to this melanin, stop playing. You can hate if you want. Guess what? I'm like 90 years old. Look at me.
95, nigga.
I'm like 95 years old. Look at me. Look at Kenny. Kenny is 174 years old.
I'm 95 and I'm a week before you. I'm a week or two
You
before you.
understand me? Like, so while you been hating on melanated people, guess what? Like, we out here, like, our skin is out here just loving life. Our skin is just like,
Dog, I'm
it's
vintage.
wild.
I'm vintage.
Vintage Earth.
I'm vintage.
Listen, we all got abilities. Don't hate. Whomever you are out there, don't hate. But I'll tell you what, don't hate on these melanated people. You bugging. Like, you really are. The sun says otherwise. How you gonna go against what the sun's saying? And that's like the source. Listen.
Can I just say this?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, a lot of women, the Black women, they call, when they put weave in their hair and they put on wigs, they call it a protective style because it protects our natural hair from breakage, from damage, from
So
too much
why
heat.
don't men use it?
You're men. You're not going to do what women do.
Thank you.
Little Richard wouldn't have no problem with a protective style. What are you talking about?
That's why he wore a wig, nigga.
Hello. Maybe he was trying to protect his hair. He just never said it.
Maybe you should have had a protective style and you still have some hair.
That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. I knew, like, when you leaned in, I already knew you was coming with bullshit. Just so you know, you premeditated. When you leaned in, I should have just muted you right there. Ladies, gentlemen, it's been a good session, right?
But you had one more question.
I mean, I got infinite questions. I would like to ask Brother Davis, are you Black?
Back to that.
Oh, he's frozen. Oh, he's frozen. You're frozen. Are you Black?
No, I ain't frozen, brother. Am I Black? Am I Black? I'm a human. Now, however you want to determine that, you can go ahead. But I'm a human. If you ask me,
no beef with you, brother. I ain't got no beef with you, brother. Yeah, I mean, are you Black?
However you determine that, that's up to you.
Mr. All World, are you Black?
I identify as an emerald colored brother.
This is what's wrong with the community. This is.
I have no color.
Niggas is emerald. Niggas, emerald niggas.
I mean, I don't
niggas
even
have been
know
in Paris. Now
emerald
niggas is emerald.
I identify as emerald as well.
Do I look Black? Look.
I'm an emerald Black.
So I would say you're like a cream of wheat-ish. Cream of wheat-ish.
I'm a mocha color, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? But look, the color game is all scheme. You know, we know this. I don't get involved in that. You know what I mean, what am I on the inside is the question.
Yeah, that is a good question. Now,
I never seen my inside, so I can't even answer that for you.
Let me just ask you all one last question about the UFO scenario, because again, I've been here a long time, y'all. I've been here a few decades, and this was always, no, that's not happening. What do you mean? That's conspiracy. And now this is on like the major networks. They're telling you that the U.S. government is shooting down UFOs. Now, whether this is a psyop, because, you know, I ain't so far gone not to understand that HAARP and Project Bluebeam are real things, right? But whether this is a psyop or whether this is something, right? Where are we at right now? Because even if it's a psyop, you know they're not going to stop at that, right? You know they're not just going to like send out this type of like newsletter and that be it. This is a precursor to something, even if it's a psyop.
Say this. As a country that for 50 years built up missiles that can blow up the world 30 times over because the Russians had missiles. What do you think society would do if they knew someone was out there more intelligent, possibly better and more firepower. This society can't run, or people in this society can't run unless they think they're the most excellent in the universe. Not even just on the planet, in the country, in the universe. They have a need to want to dominate everything. So they can't function if they think something else is out there bigger. So they're not going to tell you right out the gate, yeah, that it's something more out there. It's as simple as that. So they're going to speculate. Maybe they could have been contacted 20, 50, 70 years ago. And they're going to keep it as, we can't tell you because this wheel won't run. You won't stay on the hamster wheel if you think there's more out, it's bigger and badder out there.
Let me engage you on that for a second, Ken. Like, to your point, they're not quote unquote telling us, but human beings, folks that look like you and I and Jamila, we've been on the planet for hundreds of thousands of years. Within the last 100 years, like the device behind me, the Tesseract, the thing that y'all call a television, and the fact that I'm talking to you from hundreds of miles away on a Star Trek scenario, we've seen this come to fruition in our lifetime. Like some of these devices in the room with me right now were considered science fiction in the 80s when me and you were running around playing football on Kamak Street.
And maybe those same beings are giving you a little bit. It's almost like you buy a toy for a kid and it says for ages 3 and up. Maybe your age is okay. I can give them the cell phone now. I can give them
that's
TV now.
Deep. That's low key deep, actually. Like you said, 3 and up. Damn. So yeah, humanity is like 3 and up. Damn.
I only get 3 and up, and you consider the
3 and under.
we 3 and under. When I really believe aliens visit, see us, see what we're about, and be like, no, they're not ready.
She got me to be like, hell, keep going. They be
like, I'm not yet. Maybe we'll come back in 100. So
yeah, what do you make of all of this hoopla in the news as of late within our zeitgeist about, things that were supposedly science fiction and never confirmed on any platform that was considered respectable? What do you think about all that happening now?
I think it's been happening. It's just, the first time we really hearing about it like that for this era. It's always happening. I mean, they've always been around us, or we're them. You know what I mean? It's just I cousin them with the dopest cars and shit coming back. That's all. Check out the sun and the blue Kachina. In the daytime, you see your brothers and sisters flying by the sun all day long.
Jamila, are you there? Or we have a nice view of your book stand, some boxes, very nice aesthetic. Valerie, are you there?
I am here.
What do you think of all of this UFO stuff?
Well, I mean, you've asked me about that earlier, and I basically said the U.S. has been knowing what's going on with that for a very long time. And when they've had citizens bring it to their attention who have seen or have sightings of UFOs, I mean, what do they do with that information? It's not shared to all of us. They keep it to themselves, and maybe that person is no longer with us either.
That part.
Hello.
But at the point in which they're talking about it on the network news, like, how do we? That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the old story was like, yeah, you don't talk about it. It's like, but they're talking about it on the network news now.
If they're talking about it, there's a reason.
That's my point.
Maybe the aliens
don't bring up things unless they want to distract from something else. So, are they talking about the UN doing some stuff that they doing over there? Like, you know, it's things going on that we don't know about at all times. You know what I mean?
Jamila, Miss Starwell, I think Jamila's on a whole nother podcast right now.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, I'm so sorry. I teach a class of Chinese students how to speak English.
Oh.
And so I got to start my class right now. So,
Yeah.
I start
like this.
Yeah, I'll have 2 egg rolls, please.
Okay. So I got to go. That was a good conversation. I appreciate being a part of it.
Yes, ma'am. We will see you
I love
next
you,
week.
Black people, brown people,
Love
human
you too,
people,
sis. Love you too.
melanated people, Moorish people. I love all of y'all.
Love you.
Have a good evening.
Soulful people, my soulful people.
So look, man, we're gonna wrap it up for this week. It's been some good conversations. You understand me? You know, I'm always interested in the opinions of aliens like Valerie, you know, entrepreneurs like Kenny, you know, comedians like Ya, juice men like Hassan. Let's go around the room, man. Yo, tell them where they can find you, Ya. Give them a shout.
You can find me on a narrow plane. Not no, my bad. Yeah, I mean, all world, you know, so crazy right now. My Instagram is down that they did something to it and I can't get back on it. So my new Instagram is all world, yeah, I mean.
Okay.
So yeah, it's weird. And both my emails, they some garbage.
Chris, you hacking shit? You hacking Sac, New Jersey, Chris?
Hackaroni and cheese. That's hackaroni and cheese.
Yeah, he did it. He ain't even talking. Anyway, yo, Hassan, we juice. We live, we love, we juice. Where can they get it, bro? Come on, man. Unmute your mic, son.
And Ouija board. And Ouija board.
Right. You gotta unmute your mic though. Like whatever you do.
Well, listen, man. You know, there's things going on in the background, but wejuice.com. Can you see that?
Yeah.
We OUIJUICE.com.
Yeah.
Juice man. Boom. We live, we love, we juice.
Hell yeah. Chris,
you know,
where can they find you, bruh?
Find me at the LA Fitness Monday through Thursday.
What you be doing there? Like, what you be doing there? You be like selling towels or something?
Selling what?
Towels? You sell towels?
Yeah,
selling them rock.
Sell towels. Okay, moving weight. Nah, catch me on the gram, Cronisthill, KRONISTHEILL.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Valerie, at the checkout.
I'm at the checkout. Yeah, you guys can catch me on my show, Cybersecure You, that airs every Friday at 2 p.m. on Windstream.tv or on Instagram at VALL Forensic Gal. There it is.
Nice one. Nice one. And last but not least, the Deacon in the building, Chester B. Davis. Where can they find you, bruh?
Yo, you can find me on Instagram at Chestnows. That's CHESKNOWS on Instagram. You find me, I'm right there, Chester Davis.
Once again, everybody, man, it's been dope. I love rapping to y'all.
You forgot Kendo.
Did I forget you, Kendo?
I'm Kenny Kendu. Kenny underscore.
Bad.
Kendu underscore Kenny L.
That's Kendu. My brother is Kendo.
Right.
Your brother's
my bad, bro.
Yeah, my brother go by Kendo. KENDOE. And he's the dude. Do what it do, you know what I mean?
Hey, yo, man. We out. All right. Once again, it's on. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Holiday.